What do Ash Williams and Ghostface have in common? Know what you're thinking? Slasher film stars, right? To some degree. Well, what if I said they're both getting canned from DLC in Mortal Kombat games? That's the word on the street. However, the silver lining in this is the person who is starting this rumor isn't as credible as people are, I think, suggesting. What's up? It's your boy Dynasty back with that Mortal Kombat 1 goodness for you, because a couple days ago, this Twitter user popped up and pretty much said and implied that Ghostface was being removed when it came to the upcoming Combat Pack 2 DLC that's meant to be dropping sometime after the Combat Pack 1 ends this year's. Long story short, we know that Cyrax, Noob, Sector, Jade, Cassie, Kung Jin are destined to be DLC in the future at some point in time in either an upcoming combat pack or a story expansion. And in the midst of both of those packs, there's going to be 3 guest characters. Conan the Barbarian, who I don't think anyone really asked for. Terminator T-1000, based on Robert Patrick's likeness. And Ghostface. Now, this was data mined by my buddy, my pal, the Thinnia, all the way back in September. We've been talking about this for a long time now. Very long time. And again, just a couple of days ago, this Twitter user came out and mentioned that Ghostface, rest in peace for the Combat Pack 2 or story expansion. And I gotta unpack that because it seems like it's essentially like a nothing burger, and the evidence and the proof is essentially just the current status of the Scream franchise, which, if you're not keeping up with, I don't blame you. But essentially, Scream 7 is in development, and about a month ago, they lost their director, and about 4 or 5 months ago, they lost Jenna Ortega and her co-star because they were pro-Palestinian on Instagram, which you tweet things that you feel and it costs you your job, even if it makes sense, which I stand with Palestine. So, yeah, because of that, there's just been a lot of uncertainty with the Scream franchise, and that's essentially why apparently, the cross-marketing they get from a Ghostface guest character in Mortal Kombat, with there potentially not being a Scream 7, there's no marketing to coincide each other. So they're going to scrap this character, essentially Ash Williams, and MK11 this character, and I guess give us someone else. But again, this is not confirmed, so take everything with a grain of salt. But today, I'll be breaking that down. So yeah, drop a like if you like seeing my beautiful face, or if you like Cowboy Bebop, that works too. Want to say thank you guys for always coming back and showing love here on the channel. Without you, these MK Uno videos do not happen. No machine behind me, just you. So thank you guys for always choosing me to have your back when it comes to keeping NetherRealm and WB accountable. And boy, do we gotta hold them accountable, because some news just broke today as well that's not good for the future of Mortal Kombat, but we'll probably talk about that sometime during the week. But without further ado, let's give you the overview on this situation. Now, this is what sparked the whole situation with Ghostface. Fumo Leaks MK1, a Twitter user that, again, sorry, Fumo, if you watch this, I don't know who you are. I've covered Mortal Kombat 1 extensively, pre-launch, post-launch. I've never seen this Fumo guy really leak anything. But Fumo Leaks MK1 came out and said, bye-bye Ghostface. And this was a couple days ago. And this got 500 upvotes on the official, unofficial Mortal Kombat Leaks subreddit. So, like you'd imagine, everybody was talking about this. And, like you can see here, what's his credibility and track record? I don't know. And funny enough, one of the mods on the subreddit here actually was mentioning that they were having a conversation with Fumo about their proof for this. And instead of sharing that proof on the Reddit that everybody can see, they were saying to join the Mortal Kombat Leaks subreddit to get the whole conversation. I joined, and it was a big waste of time because nothing was being said there at all, other than just the fact that there is uncertainty with the Scream franchise, and WB may or may not have Ghostface implemented as a DLC character because of that. Nothing more, nothing less. There's no proof to this at all, other than what's happening in the actual, you know, limelight of Hollywood and what we're seeing happen every other month with this whole Scream situation, with them losing directors, actors, you name it, because of just random shit that be happening. So, yeah, there you go. Don't be concerned. This is probably not happening. If I offended you, Fumo, I'm sorry, but according to this user, apparently they do Call of Duty leaks and they're a data miner. That's about it. So deal with that information as you will, but it's not something I would really lose sleep over. But to see that it got 500 upvotes, and a lot of you guys are asking me, did you hear about Ghostface being canceled? Don't lose sleep yet. I know that there is uncertainty with the Scream franchise. Trust me, they gotta find a whole new cast and crew to focus the universe on. But, you know, going back to Mortal Kombat X, if you've been around for a while, you might remember that we got Leatherface out of nowhere, it seemed. But initially, the reason why we got Leatherface was because there was meant to be some type of Texas Chainsaw like reboot taking place around that time, around 2015 or so, and I'm pretty sure that got canned. But even though that got canned, they still went forward and gave us that guest character, Leatherface. When nobody was expecting or asking for Leatherface, we got him as part of the whole horror theme DLC with like Alien, Predator, you name it. So just because the state of Scream is kind of in the toilets, I'm pretty sure the last one was semi-successful, and maybe that would be enough to warrant Ghostface being in a video game still. I mean, Ghostface has been in Dead by Daylight for a long time as well, so I don't think they necessarily need a movie dropping alongside the DLC to warrant that character being made and coming out as a DLC character, but I could be wrong. Maybe things have changed for WB. They're not even the ones calling the shots anymore. They got a certain consulting company doing things that, again, that's just for a whole nother conversation. But yeah, I really wouldn't worry about this because, again, from what we know, based on actual credible leakers, the intros for Ghostface, they're there. He's referenced several times. Again, just to give you the whole overview, courtesy of Thinny, candidates for the story DLC, Cyrax, who may or may not be gender swapped, Noob, Cybot, Sector for the Combat Pack 2, Jade, Cassie, Kung Jin, and Guest, Ghostface, Terminator, and Conan the Barbarian. Again, we don't know the actual window for when this is dropping, but we do know that they have intros in the game's files when the source code was data mined by people like the Thinny. So again, things are always subject to change, just like Thinny mentions here. The whole Ash Williams situation, which still breaks my heart, because I have been waiting for that for a very long time. Very, very, very long time. And that, we got to the point where there was advertisements saying, get Ash Williams. And we'll see. We'll keep a tab on it. Obviously, with every new DLC character, the code gets tossed around, and maybe we'll see if anything new gets added. But at this point, I wouldn't lose sleep over it. It is what it is. Could very well happen because we just saw it happen in the last game with Ash. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, it's confirmed. Ghostface is gone. Don't tweak out just yet. I do think you Scream fans out there, it's worth noting, but not the end of the world. You feel me? So there you go. That is the whole Scream situation. Fumo Leaks, who I probably offended, I'm sorry. Maybe if you want to show some proof or some conversations, the emails, the documents that prove Ghostface is out of Mortal Kombat, that would be cool. But at this point in time, again, it just seems to be based on the fact that they don't really have an idea of the direction for the next Scream movie, which is kind of irrelevant given the track record of DLC characters in Mortal Kombat. So there you go. I mean, is there a new Conan the Barbarian dropping with the Arnold? Is there a new Terminator T-1000 movie? Maybe, I don't know, but anyways, guys, that's all I got for y'all today. What do you all think of this situation? If you enjoyed the video, though, do me a solid, take a second, drop a like on it, of course. Subscribe for some more MK content like this on the channel. Until next time, been your host, Man Dynasty. You guys, please take care, stay safe. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.